Good evening, Slap family. Anthony Bateman Sr. here from Minota Raceway, coming to you tonight and my second video for tonight on my bench work. And right now, I'm going to walk down my cellar and try to drag the wood down and then place it on top of my bench work. I still have to add to my bench work, so I want to at least get the top on, and it's wider than 4 foot, so probably like 3 1/4 maybe, and then I'll have to bring it down to the other end, and I have a piece to tie on to my cabinet, you might as well call it, underneath a bunk bed. Because not a bunk bed, but a bed. It's pretty nice. I got it. People are going to throw it out next door, so I snagged it. But I can't really use no more power tools tonight. My son's going to sleep. I don't know if he's got to work tomorrow. Maybe I could sneak a few zip here and there, but not go too crazy. But I don't know. I might just move all the shit that's on top and on the new bench work until I figure out what I'm going to do. I have totes with CDs for music, and I have a bunch of other stuff too, so I got to figure this shit out. I have old books I mentioned before. I think I'm going to bring them to the Goodwill. Maybe somebody will enjoy them, because when am I going to look at them? I got them. I said when I retire, I'll have shit to look at. So if I can put it somewhere where I can try to grab it and look at it to read, I'll keep it. But other than that, I'm going to try to get doing something. Also, I noticed I had, within 3 hours, I had 20 views, but I only got like, I think, 4 thumbs up. I just don't understand it. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything, and it would help me out if you could give me a thumbs up. I don't know, but if you don't, I'm not going to be mad. It's like foolish, but it would. They call it analytics. I have to look that up and see what that means, because I know guys mention it all the time, so I should know what it means, because I do belong to YouTube, so I'll have to look it up tonight, if I remember, to see what the definition of that is. But I know people mention it. It helps them out with their channel, so I would appreciate it if you can just push the thumbs up after you look at it. That's all. But anyways, I won't bore you with that. Now, hopefully I won't bore you with trying to lug that wood down, because I have no more strength. I used to be strong as an ox, but I ain't no more. So I try to do stuff still myself if I can, because it does get done. It just takes a lot longer, because I don't stay on task like I used to. I've been watching this, I don't know what you'd call it. It's not really a cartoon, but they're marionettes. It's the Thunderbirds. It was made in the 60s. They're a rescue team. They're marionettes. And that's my favorite cartoon, besides Johnny Quest and then David and Goliath. But anyways, here goes nothing. See if we can get this done. Hopefully, it's aimed down that way, so hopefully you're going to catch it. So, just bear with me, please. And I just have to move some stuff. I got a chair I have to move. Hopefully it's not going to be in the way. I don't know. got this old fan. I have my shop vac. That's in the way. So I just gotta kind of move this shit over here. It's crazy. I got cars in a plastic bag here. You know, brand new. So that's the sickness. That's the slot car sickness. This thing I use for painting. I'm glad I didn't throw it out. Just gotta move my saw and shit, and cord, and hopefully we'll get this moved. Basically, I'm gonna drag it. Try to. I used to have such a grip strength where I could pick this shit up like this, and I can't. So I just have to take my time and drag it. What else can I do? It would be great if I had another person to help me do it. Holy fuck, runs.
Stand by, Firefly. Alert 2 for mobile control. Are you ready, Virgil?
Tiller, you own your own data from the get-go. Tiller is a personal finance service focused on giving you clarity over your spending and your money. All of your transactions and balances go into your own private Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheet spreadsheet, and it's yours. So you can walk away tomorrow and you keep your entire financial. There's no export, there's no request for data.
Shit,
Your
man.
financial data is yours. You use it how you want, and you keep it for your life.
It'd be great if I get this on top. Oh my God. Wow. I gotta move the shop back. Good thing the shop vac don't weigh shit. You know? That don't weigh anything. Ooh, breath. Getting there. I feel so cheesy, but this is all I got, you know. How could, you know, I used to love doing framing and sheetrocking and all that shit, and I just can't. I ain't got the strength. AB don't have the strength. Oh God. Ooh, getting there. I'll have it on. I just gotta take time, that's all. Fucking time. I don't wanna, shit. I'm gonna ruin my shop vac shit. Ah, fuck. Bitch. Whew, this is in the way. Phew, fuck. Coming down. Okay. Take a breather a minute. Getting there. Just a little winded, that's all. I didn't burn too much time. I got lightheaded. 11 minutes. Oh, fuckarones. Ooh, God. You know, getting old, man, is rough. That's not for, that's not for sissies. Whew, holy shit. I'm gonna try to go for it. Let me move this over here now. I think of my best friend that passed away, Bro Mendel, right on the kitchen table. He always used to say, I'm over here now. No, I'm over here. No, I'm over here now. Just how he used it. He was funny. He's one of my best friends and he's gone. Died. He's got a beautiful wife and kid. And Zach's a grown man now, but it's really heartbreaking. That's all I can say. Fucking heartbreaking. I don't do good with death, even though I've been around it a lot. When you love people and they die, it's just terrible. I don't know how to. There ain't no other word. Ah, shit, that's cord. I got no strength. It's a snatching cords. I don't want to short them out, you know. So, I think if I grab a corner, if I can, and fuck, man, lift it up, you know, I could flip it. I'm so weak. That's the problem. Fucking got no strength anymore. So I gotta try to. I don't know how. Ooh, I'm gonna try to do it. Oh my God. Ooh. I'm gonna try to do it. God, bitch, there's a chair there. Anyway. Fuck Romeo. Fucking bitch, man. Oh, I got it. Oh. You know what? Something's wrong with me. I'm measuring all wrong. I mean, I don't know what the fuck. Whew. Oh my God. I don't know what's wrong with me. Whew. I don't know. I know. Oh, holy shit. I gotta, oh my God, this shit's stupid. You know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna cut this again. Let's see. You know what, long as I can get to the water, this is longer than I thought. You know, I get so fucking, see my ex-wife bariatric chair is here. I saved it because, you know, you never know down the road. So she was 5 years older than me. And it's just sad she's not here because she was a good person. So long as I can get in here like this, I don't know what the hell I was thinking, you know? So, I don't know what the fuck I was, you know? Like I said, as long as I can get to, I made it wider than 4 foot, and yeah, I can still get to the shut off. That's plenty. So I gotta come out tomorrow with fuckaroonios 2x4. So I gotta come out about, I don't know. I just got to be able to get inside here, that's all. So in case the electrician's got to, I'll show you what we got so far. Okay. So, I made it wider than 4 foot. So, okay, here's what we got. I don't know if you guys can see this. You know, there's 8 foot. There's a pipe for the shut off. It hangs over about 5 inches there, probably about 9 inches on the other side. So, not a big deal. And then I'll show you. I'm not going to get the saw up right now, but I'm going to picture this is going to come probably about, I don't know. I think I can come out pretty much good because I still can, fuck, I can't even remember how to do this. Son of a bitch. What the fuck? Oh, here it is. See? This is for my generator. I can power my whole house. So, I just got to come out a little bit more. And then it's going to come over to this side. So I got to take all this shit. I'll show you. Ah, shit. Fuck. Okay. I have one more sheet right now, and then I don't really want to borrow any money from my family, so I'll wait until I get my paycheck. And I'll have to probably get, I don't know, I think I can make my layout go down this way. It'd be like, I don't know, probably 18 feet or so. So I think that'd give me a pretty good, run. So all this shit, like all this has got to be cleaned out. And then that toolbox has got to be moved, and then the cabinet. I'll probably ended up, I don't know, I hate to get rid of it, you know. You can't put guns in it anymore. You can't, you gotta have a, oh my God. I gotta get my gun cabinet still. I'm running out of space down here, really. I mean, that chair's under there still, but I'm running out of room. So, I think it's gonna look really nice. It's just, you know, I wanted this huge thing, but at least I'll have something. And then somehow I have to make a bridge to go to the other side. You know, when I'm down here myself, I ain't gotta worry about little kids running around, you know, that kind of thing, or anybody really. Not just little kids, because I want the little kids, my nieces and nephews, to come down. You know, that's how they learn. That's how I learned. You know, my little grandson now, my daughter Nicole and her husband, they're letting them play with electronic stuff. You know, I like it myself. It's really, his speed is my speed. But the thing is, I see that those fucking things they glue kids to it. My other grandkids, they're all, you know, video games, man. They don't let you use your imagination. You do stuff like this, you got woodworking involved. I'm leaving a few screw holes, a few screws to put in here because I'm going to teach my grandson. He's got little glasses on anyways. And I'm going to help him. I'm going to hold where did I put the phone here? He's pretty strong. He already held this once already, right? And I'm going to, down here, I got to put two more and then on the other side. I'm going to start it, and then I'm going to let him put it in. I'm going to let him do and try to teach him as much as I can, even though he's little. I'm telling you, my grandkids, I'm sure you guys can say the same thing, how much they absorb stuff. I wasn't smart like that when I was little. Not at all. You know, my mother was scared. I was sheltered, you know. Going to school was rough. I think I told you before, I hated it because of the racism. I hated it. I got it from both sides. It was gross. It was really gross. But anyways, I wasn't smart like the kids are today, you know. Not even close. So they absorb so much stuff, but I want to teach my grandson. I want to teach them all, okay? The other ones, I was able to teach them some cooking when I'm down. But they're going to be gone, which sucks because we're both missing out, but they have to go with their parents. It's the right thing to do. And hopefully I'll, you know, who knows? Only God knows how long anybody's going to be here for. But it's always on my mind. I think about it daily. I shouldn't, but I do, tell you the truth. You know, my wife was alive, and when that Kobe Bryant got in that accident, when he was with his youngest daughter in a helicopter, this is a basketball player. And Mrs. Bryant, my condolences to you if you ever see this. But that still bothers me today because I said to my wife, I go, look at it, how do you... She's all happy, sees him off, and all of a sudden, you get this fucked up phone call. You know, just like my job, same thing. People are dead, and it's like, you know, a cop's got to go there, the state trooper, go to the house, you know. But that bothers me, you know. And then when my wife died, you know, I'm sorry I keep bringing it up, you guys. But it's part of life, and this shit is unfiltered, it's not script. I'm just telling you my daily routine or what I think, Well, I always have good thoughts, though, always, but the thoughts of my other half gone. I mean, my brain got really crazy. How can I go? How can I find her? I can't. I can't. It's not God's fault. I look at it this way. God's the Almighty. Who knows? Who knows? I think he just lets stuff play out, and then, your time comes up, and then you go meet the Maker. So, because realistically, if he wanted her to live, she wouldn't have never passed away. And I would never blame God, because the last thing she had was a gallbladder out, and she asked to come home. She begged to leave. I told her it wasn't I think it was a good idea. And I wish I never went to work that day, I wish I never went to work. I would have been able to save my wife, I don't know. But I don't blame God at all. There's a lot of stuff since I've been alive I don't understand, All I do know, I've always stayed away from assholes. That's what my father called them. My dad would say, assholes come in every color. So somebody started racial bullshit. And, it's, I don't know. All I know is I have to keep pressing forward, because if it's not right to take your life, I have to wait my turn, And I wouldn't be showing my grandkids anything. I'd be showing them giving up, and you don't do that no matter what, I just got to stand fast. And then I try to do shit to make me so I keep busy, My mind is always thinking, always. But I want to try. I usually go to bed like 2 o'clock anyway, so even if I sit down and think like I do, I waste time. If I could take 5 or 10 minutes in between those thoughts, and they're not bad thoughts, they're just random, but I can move all this shit. So hopefully, Lord willing, tomorrow, if I'm not in too much pain, I can, my breathing's not too bad even moving it, because I've only ate twice today. I had, not good for you, but I had, Cheryl bought me some almond M&Ms. I had my hands, probably like 2 handsfuls maybe. There's still a lot in the bag. I ate those. And then I had, when I came home from helping her, driving her wherever she's got to go. That's what I mainly do. And then I had a can of ravioli, the little tiny ones. And that was it. So I think if I get hungry when I go upstairs, I like baby carrots. So I'll eat some baby carrots. But this bullshit, I'll move some of it to show you what I gotta move. So I'm gonna basically put it on top of the bench work. And then after, I'll have to move it. The albums, I'm not getting rid of those. My CDs I'm not going to get rid of. So that's two things that are on top of there. My globe of the planet Earth, I'm never getting rid of because I go to that. I put, my glasses in magnifying glasses, and I see where the countries are. I should know. I live on this planet, so I should know basically where shit is. That's what I feel. So then I got some stuff I'm gonna probably give. I'll see if my sister-in-law wants it. It's like silver shit. Emery had it. My sister-in-law's Sherry. I have two sister-in-laws, and they're both nice. But I don't think Andrea's, my baby brother's wife's into that stuff. So Sherry, that's kind of like my wife and my mother. They like nice things, and they take care of things. I'll show you. I got to move it anyway, so I got to try to learn how to talk and do work at the same time. What'd you call it? Chew gum and move and shit. So I love carousels. So there's going to be a lot of, it's not going to be a realistic railroad. It's going to be like a fantasy railroad. It's not going to be, here's a train box. I try, for my big train, so it kind of sucks saving that stuff, but I think I should. I don't know if you can see me, so, like I got an ask question. I bring that when I go to a show. Like if I go to Lebanon Valley Speedway or Drum and Bugle Corps or baseball game or whatever, hockey game, I got myself an ass cushion. I can't sit on that hard shit anymore. See, this shit is CD shit, music, just random shit. I had a few women I know, oh, if you need any help, blah, 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 I'll come over and help you. See, I'm getting lightheaded already. My sugar drops. So I mean, not my sugar, my blood pressure. So, but, oh, I know what this is. This, I gotta get a plume for it. And here's one of my mittens I was looking for. That's wool. This is what you use for firefighting. And those wool mittens, when you get them wet, that sounds crazy. Your hands could be soaking wet and below zero and shit. See, now I'm out of breath. And your hands, my chest, when I get exerted, my chest, it gets like, not really tight, but pressure. So that's when and then I get lightheaded, so that's when I sit down. So this shit is, this is a lot of all this stack is a lot of my Pro Tinker stuff. But I'm gonna see if my sister-in-law wants this. I believe it's silver. I gave some stuff to Cheryl's daughter. Her older daughter, Nicole. But I love Nicole too, so it's got to be the handles off of it. The handle's got to be soldered. It's like a, I don't know what you call it. It's got legs and shit, but it's silver. And I got some stuff my wife said, it's really hard to get rid of her stuff, man. I mean, it's like agony. See, I got another one here. It's got two handles, and it's got a top. You know, I could always put parts. I try not to be too much of a hoarder, and I try not to be selfish, because women love this stuff. I mean, it's really silver plated, and it's almost like a teapot type of thing. My wife had so much stuff. She had a lot of, she was a really, oh, this is 2002 Drum and Bugle Corps. That's what that is. This is my dad singing on this tape. No, I think so. My father had a really good voice. See, I got shit everywhere. This don't even belong in there. This is music. I had my fusion music. I had my son-in-law do up for me. And this shit is just like Joe Sample and people like that. You guys probably know a lot of these guys. I love jazz. Who got me involved in it is I call them my older brothers, the McCrowskis. There's Joe and there's Mike. What's up, Mike? I always called Ike. See, this thing, I don't want to get this ruined. This is, shit. It's got like this sucks. It's got like a mild, I think ammonia take this off. It's got a mild mold on it. So I got to get it really a kick-ass, I have one of those, we call it dehumidifier, but I got to get two of them. This is going to make my head dirty, but and then you got a big plume there of feathers. And then these are called gauntlets. You know, they go on your forearm. What? Is this a forearm one? What the fuck? I'm all fucked up. Yeah, so. My forearms ain't that big now, but I mean, these are loose. These are super tight. They're called gauntlets. You know, I wish I kept my uniform, but I gave it back. You know. So that's something I miss too, but when I last was in the drum corps, my feet, those shoes I showed on here before, but here's a white and then blue. You know, it's something I really miss, but you got to be in shape, because some stuff, you're like kind of running backwards with your horn and shit. And I wanted to be a bass drummer, so I was practicing for that, but when it came down to the city had a really awesome parade that year, and my friend kept trying to get me to play my horn. I said no, I wanna be a bass drummer because they had 5-tone basses, and I had the bigger bass. But the way the guy was teaching me, I had a problem counting at first. With the horn, it's just, I can get cues. But with the drum corps battery, you gotta really, any of it, but the battery, you can't come in at the wrong time. So, but I had an awesome part too. Us, it sucks, but right at the day of the drum and bugle corps, I put it on and I go, you know what? I'm not going to embarrass myself, because that's what would have happened. I would have got super embarrassed. So, but like I got shit. I don't even know what this shit goes to. It's like some kind of holder. Who the fuck knows? I got safety pins because my forearms were so huge. I mean, my forearms are, my whole body's screwed up, really. And I got there's a picture if I can find it. I'm standing next to my brother, Rodney, and my dad. And then you'll see how massive my shoulders were and how I tapered down. But anyways, I'm getting way off track here. It's almost an hour me talking and shit, and I didn't really do too much. I might as well wear these things, right? I've been doing drum and bugle corps. Started when it's like I just graduated out of the 6th grade. And every summer you would hear the battery. The battery is the drums. Boom, 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 boom. Same thing. The same thing. For hours. Or you'd hear horns just playing parts. And then at the very end, they put it together in sections. I would get goosebumps. But anyways, we all looked at it, and the guy said, "You guys want to join?" And I said, "I want to, but I got to ask my parents. I just can't go." So what he did was, it was an honor system back then. He gave like, I'm not shitting you, like about 7 of us guys, horns. And I could barely carry that horn. It was in a wood box with vinyl on it, a case. And it's kind of a shitty case. It was a rotary valve. 1 valve and rotary. You go like this. So I loved it. But my father, when he came home from work, my dad would say, "No, you take that shit up the park." Or my grandmother, she loved it. My father wasn't having it, So we went up to the park, But see, this is what I do. I could have, a normal person would have already had all that shit moved off. But I have to sit down, I rest, take a break. I figure the way I do this bullshit, maybe I'll stay down here till 1:30 or 2 o'clock. And by that time, hopefully before that, I'll move this shit over. So, but anyways, that carousel, I went to Walmart. This year they got 2 carousels. And they light up, they're both different. One's black, kinda I wish they didn't use black. It looks cool still, but then they have another one that's painted color, but it's different than the one I have. And then there's shit like at Michael's, their Christmas stuff. Because I might make a portion of this layout Christmassy. You know, I want like a sandlot baseball shit going on. You know, kids playing basketball. I want a little farm on there. You know, so so that's what's going on, you know. I don't know what it is with me. It's almost like going backwards because that's what I did when I was in elementary school. I dreamed. I was a dreamer. Or I get scared about something, and I'll never forget I seen The Wizard of Oz. I was petrified. And there was this tree on the way to school, and it had a gnat on there, and it had sap glazed over it, and my mind made it look like it was an eye, and it was staring at me, and I ran all the way home, and I got my mother, and she went with me. I had to walk all the way, like on the people's property because I was afraid of the tree, you know. That's awful being a kid and having your mind like that. Be scared. You know, sometimes this might sound weird to you guys, but sometimes I think I might be autistic a little bit. I'm not sure. I would like to get tested for it, but, you know. You know what? I excelled like in science and shit, but when it came to all the other stuff, I didn't like it. But anyways, let's see how far I can get with me bullshitting and not bullshitting, rapping. I'm not a bullshitter. I hate bullshitters. I hate bullshitters and I hate brown nosers. I can't stomach that. I just can't. I get away from that shit like if it was kryptonite. No shit. This train was given to me by a friend of ours. It's a toy train. So that's going to go on like a shelf. My son's life jacket. Because he does this paddleboard thing. I got so much shit in here. You know. You know, I love women. Women are like, they're so beautiful. They smell good. And they're good like neatening up shit. Or I'm like a slacker. You know, I'm a big procrastinator. Like major. Like procrastinating. I love these. This is what I use to drag stuff around. Because I don't have the strength, so I have to use tools to drag shit around. And I got these at my favorite store, Harbor Freights. See what I mean? I got shit. This brush my wife bought. That's to clean out the radiators and shit. Whoa. I mean, I got shit everywhere. Magazines. I have a firefighter magazine. I saved one because I do like reading these. And I bought this. It was Queen Elizabeth. It was a People's magazine, so I like the Queen, even though she's passed away. I got some micro machines. I gave my grandson, I gave my Desiree's kids, I gave them a shitload, you know. So, I wish I saved some. I only got a few. My friend Mike gave these to me because I was going to put them on the layout, but they would only look good for far away. That's like a, what do you call it? Coast Guard. This is like the old-fashioned one, like say if they give rides. So I might put those two, because I gave my little buddy, I gave him a couple nice ones, actually. This is a Goodyear blimp. So this would be like floating in the sky. Another helicopter. See, I just, right now, yeah, I wouldn't wish this shit. I wouldn't wish this shit on anybody. You know what? But it is what it is. I got hand controllers. I gave a couple of them away. They're Carrera. And they're analog. What's the sense in keeping them, right? I'm not even gonna, put it to you this way. I'm not gonna sell, I don't sell, even though I'm broke. If I got something, somebody can use it, really, a lot of times they just give it to them. If they're decent people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had just about everything I ever wanted. Except a brand new six-wheeler, a brand new boat, shit like that. And basically land. I really fucked up there. My friend just bought some property. I think he spent like $50,000. And I live check to check. And these are all these Carrera things. I probably don't need them. They're all for the sets I bought off of Brian Young. Ooh, see, I got pressure. You know what? I hope when God's ready to have me, I hope it's like bang, like that. And just boom, out of here. I'm just praying I go to the right place. See now, who the fuck knows what's in here? I like these, this is my wife's, I'll never get rid of that. Low broom. Oh, this is my wife's. She's got different colors of wire. Because what she used to love to do, which I really miss, she like crafts, She could make wreaths, she has, like beautiful wreaths, all kinds of shit. All kinds of stuff. She was so, there's the old Carrera boxes, I gotta recycle this shit. You see what I mean? It's just, I don't even know what the fuck is there. That shit. I don't even, oh, that's important. This is, well, I have to get something so my son, he'll know where shit is. I think I'm gonna hang it up right where the box is. I got a paperwork in here and shit. It's for the generator, because that box, you just click the switches up and that's it. You ain't got to do nothing else. It's not those first ones that came out. This one's like the best shit you can get. And, I got this. I don't know if I bought this shit or my wife bought this. I can't remember. It's an old cassette player with a radio and shit. I gotta sit down a minute. That's what I'm talking about. At least when I'm with you guys, I know I'll get it done. So I really just got 2 totes, a church that I got from I think Walmart. Then I got an empty tote with a TV on it because I was watching shows on there. So I'll probably save that for the spare room. I don't know. Or else I can give it to somebody, you know. So, because it does work. I mean, how much shit can you save, you know? How much? How much shit? So I'll take a little break, and I'll clean the rest of that shit off. And then I'm definitely going to give those away. Those silver things, you know. So I love giving stuff to my girlfriend's daughter, but you know, she don't even respond to me a lot of times. That makes me sad because I love her, you know. I love both her girls, actually. You know. But I think those might be my brother's wives. She's nice, you know. She helps out the family. She was really good to our mother. Talk about Sherry. Both of them. Andrea, too. They're good to my mother. And so was Lisa. You know, Lisa is my brother's girlfriend. We had 2 kids by. I love Lisa. That's another death that bothers me. She was beautiful. I'll show a picture of her on here. She died of anal cancer. And how the fuck you get that? The only person I know who died of anal cancer is Farrah Fawcett. That I know of. You know? And she was healthy. She was a health food nut. She was in shape. She did holistic medicine and shit. That's it bothers me, you know. So, but I gotta move a few more things, and you know, I do love this house. So this is where I want to pass away if I can, right here, right in here if I can, you know. And be around here with my fish and my dog. My dog that I don't have yet. You know, I like cats too. Cats are funny. You know, long as they don't piss. Because that shit is, you know, if I have a cat that does that, it's got to go because it will ruin your whole house. It's like worse than skunk pee. So, I wish I actually had all hardwood floors, really, because if you know, animals have accidents too, you know, just like people do. I fucking shit myself. You know, I couldn't make it in time, you know, just if a dog does it on the floor, you can't be mad, just gotta, especially if you didn't get home in time, you know. My dogs are pretty good, they didn't shit in the house. Forrest every now and then, what Forrest did was, he really pissed me off. I have a base cabinet that you'll see. I have this Harkeed. I have 4 woofers with a tweeter in the middle. And I have another one on top. It's really overkill. I have another one on top. There's 2 tins with a horn. But what I should have did was, I should have got 115 and then maybe either the 4 10s or 2 10s, you know. So, but I did. So, but anyways, see what I mean? It goes from slot cars to trains to fucking life. You know, life. So believe it or not, I'm almost done. I'm almost done clearing this up. So after I take my break, and I'm not trying to scare anybody, and I'm not trying to be like a hypochondriac, but I do. I get pressure right here, right there. And what I do is I just take a break, you know. I just, you know, just the way it is. But my poor friend, Mike, hopefully you'll meet him someday. He's going to have a artificial heart with some battery pack powering his shit. You know, I love that guy. You know, I'm constantly praying for him. You know, and this guy was rugged. He was a cop. He was a cop out west, not Kansas. So somewhere's out there. I hate it when I can't remember, but it's out that way. I think it's up higher, you know. But he's a machinist by trade. You know, he's got a trade, like making some serious shit. You gotta know a lot of math, and you gotta know what you're doing. And he does because he's meticulous, you know. So, but you don't never know. So, once I get off my ass, I think the next thing I'll move is my airplane. I'll move that, I think. You know, that's my first airplane. And I'll get to, you know what, if nobody wants to finish this, fuck it. You know, I could start another one channel because this is like an hour, so I'm gonna try to I'm already at an hour, so I'm gonna try to finish this shit now. So, and then and I hope before half an hour comes, I'll show you my new airplane. It's a Bush plane. I never even took it out of the box. And right now, if it wasn't for my friend Paul helping to move in Windsor, I would never know about these places I could fly my airplane. And there might be one more at a golf place that shut down in Lanesboro. So I just got to be nosy and take my truck. Lanesboro's like the next town over. So if you're on Route 7, and they both go parallel. If you're on Route 7, it goes from Pittsfield to Lanesboro. If you go over parallel, you got Route 8. And that goes to Adams, North Adams, blah, blah, blah. Williamstown, Vermont, or yeah, something like that. New Ashford fits in there a little bit, and the New Ashford you get from like Pittsfield, Lanesboro, Cheshire. Wait a minute, no, I'm all screwed up. No, it goes from Waynesboro to New Ashford, then Williamstown, and then Vermont. So it's like that. So this shit should have been done a long time ago, but I can't keep doing that with my head, you know. And there's a leg that's kind of crooked. I can unscrew it and then straighten it out, you know. I should. It's off 1/8 of an inch. I could always put the level on it too. You know, I have down there. But the floor's tilted this way. So I had it for a reason, because at the very far end I have a sump hole what I gotta get a pump for yet. But I don't get any water, but someday if it happens, my son will be able to pump the water out of here. Hopefully it won't happen. So, but I have a new service. I got the generator because I thought I was gonna basically die at the time, and I did it, and I put the pellet stove in. That was like $6,000. It makes me sick. I spent that on that. Somewhere's around there. And then I got the generator. So I figured if my son wanted to get out of here, you know, this house has this, plus it has solar panels. So that's where my mindset was. But I'm thankful I'm not out of here. I'm thankful I'm still here. You know, I don't want to rush my time. I do have kids and grandkids. But if I get to the point where this pain is like beyond, I don't know. You know, if I stop all my medicine, that could turn into a stroke, and I don't want to have my kids deal with that. So, I know I shouldn't be talking about that shit. See what I mean? It just random shit pops in my head. Real shit, you know, real stuff. So, well, let me get my big ass up, and I'll move the plane. That's what I'll do. I'll move the plane over to here. I showed you the plane, so I'm gonna pick it up. I wish I had somebody to film this for me. That's the thing. So, see my plane? That's a straddle, Firebird straddle. It's got 2 engines. It's got rear flap and rudder. See, right now, to be honest with you, I'm dizzy. And that's what happens, you know, I get dizzy. See, I got shit. There's stuff to my pellet stove. It's a Harmon. I have a Harmon pellet stove down here, and then I have, it's brand new, never used it. And then I have a quadrifier upstairs. It's got to be clean. And that fucking thing will drive you out of the house, you know. Well, and the reason why I got that was because these stupid, oh, this is water. These stupid oil companies, whoop, whoop, whoop. See what I mean? Some of that shit gets wrecked. I gotta be careful. What I'll probably do is put them on those totes. And these are books. I have shitload of them. I'm gonna put them on the floor. Shitload of books, man. Who knows? They're probably mildew and shit. Whew, oh my God, I can't stand how I feel. See, there's mildew on this box. That's what I don't like. So I'm gonna have to get another. What do you call it? See, I love churches, and that's another thing. I'm messing around here. These young kids, a lot of them, they don't even believe in God. You know, I don't even think some of them don't even believe in shit. You know, and I gotta sit down again. Ooh, I'm getting there. Well, fuck, man, I guess that feels terrible, I'm telling you. That feels fucking. It's not a good. So you know what I'm gonna do? Before I go to bed, especially when I'm like this now, I'll take the doctor told me, she's not a doctor, but she's my diabetes educator, told me to be careful with niacin. My father's doctor told him to take it because it's his heart. And the shit really works. You gotta get the kind of flush. So when I feel fucked up like this, excuse me, grandchildren, I know Papa's swearing here and there, but you hear swears, you know. That's how Papa is, you know. I shouldn't swear. That's not a good habit. But Papa, I don't know what it is. I think maybe, I don't know. I can't even explain it. I must like the word, you know, because you can use it for all kinds of stuff, really. So, but I got 4 totes, the TV, and then my, I think the TV I'm going to leave. My head's itching like crazy with this hat on. This shit's got to go. My head's probably all fucking, it is. Look at this shit, fuck. All sawdust and shit. Can't hurt you, but I don't want to get my pillow all shitty. You know, I haven't put this shit on since, wow, a long time, really. But I got to get something to clean it and let it, like, put it on a shelf and let the air get at it, because it's going to get ruined down here. So, see, that fish tank's good in the wintertime because it lets moisture down here. Summertime, it ain't good. You know, what do we got here? Let's see if I can get this shit done. Let's make this hopefully an hour and a half, you know. And people can scan through it or whatever. Who knows? They might not even want to watch the fucking thing. I'm going to do it anyways because I said when I first started this, I'm leaving this shit for my grandkids. And the ones who love me and care about me, they'll be able to see me. You know? I wish my friend Mike would do it, but he, you know, I don't even have a picture of him. Some people don't like their picture taken. My son don't like that. I tell my son that's memories for people. My great-grandfather on my father's side, there's no picture of him at all. There's a picture of my great-grandmother, but there's not a picture of him. I don't know why people do that. I just don't, I don't understand that. Anyways, here it goes. So let's move the rest of this shit. It's gonna move. I think you can see it. So. I bought some targets to shoot my pellet gun. I mean, Brian Young, I love Brian. He's always playing around with, you know, toy guns. I want to do a real gun. I even thought of shooting. You guys might really think I'm not saying. I would only do it if I was the only one home. Is get my friend calls them supersonics. They're 22 shells. You can't even hear them. They're like low grain. My friend used them to shoot. I wish he wouldn't do it. He kind of made me mad. He shoots chipmunks. That pisses me right the fuck off. Why you want to shoot a chipmunk? Why you want to kill an innocent creature? Why? I just don't. I don't understand you. I just don't get it. So, I got my jazz music here. There's a little funk in there, a little rock. Like I like Rush. My friend, he passed away too. Early, cancer. He's the one that got me into Rush. See, I really should have I mean, there ain't gonna be heavy shit on here like this. This is only gonna be on just for tonight, really. So, hopefully it won't fuck it up that much. You know, I can't leave it on. Ooh, oh my God, this shit is fucked. My God. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this over on the stud. All right? Take some of the pressure off. You know, the other shit ain't heavy. I got one more. I'll put on here. And then, oh, actually, two more. Two more. These books are. This batch of records right here is my ex-wife's vinyl records. But that's when we were together, you know, so. I never took them when we split up. But I got them because my kids, they weren't going to keep them. So, whew. See, this is not normal procedure. You shouldn't be like this, you know. I got pressure in my chest, you know. It's always been that way, you know, since I was, you know, since I had heart trouble. If I move stuff, or if I try not to get stressed out. I believe this tote is train magazines. This one, you know, and I have a shitload more, you know. See, I could slide it in here, you know, so I ain't got to really, see, train shit. All kinds, these are the really good ones. I don't want to get rid of those. So I'll keep this bullshit. It's not going to be on there tomorrow because I don't want to screwing up my table. Just going to be on here tonight. I got Transformers. See, these boxes, man, these boxes. See, all I got on there, oh shit, I'm low power. I just pause a minute. I have a I hate to open it because I bought these when I was in Kansas. The die cast. Those are going to go on my way out. Got two of them. I have a couple antique fire trucks. This thing's almost cleared actually. Almost. I just got a few more things. Few more. I got Atlas. Oh shit. Fuck, it hurt. Atlas track. I bought this shit used. And shit, man. I got some stainless steel stuff. I like Atlas because it's prototypical, if I'm seeing it right. And wow, I can smell the mold. That shit ain't cool. Whew, fuck. No, I gotta take care of that, you know. The books and shit. I'll keep some of them, but the rest of that shit's gotta go. So I don't know if I'm going to use the Atlas for my yard, you know, but I got a shitload of. I got more straights than, I have more straights than curves. I mean, I bought this used. I'm just going to have to, whew, I hate the smell of mold. It had no air getting into it though. I bought a bunch of shorts. I mean, this is stainless right there. This is Atlas. You know. I have a lot of shit, man. That's it. There's guard graves, and then there's this other shit I got. That's got road spikes in it. I forget the name of that one. They make good switcher tracks. I can't even think of what that shit is. You know, it's just. I'll show my bush plane. There's another This is a super long piece. You know, I guess this, I got some more of this. I got quite a bit of that actually. So it's all clear except for a couple of trains, TV. My shit's gonna run out. See? So I gotta build this up. It's gonna go onto there. There's my airplane, my controller, my bush plane, and my, see if you can see it, right there, DXS radio, and night timber, you know, E-flight. So, and then there's the drawers. Drawers have, that's gonna be another video. Fuck, this thing's twirling around. Another video. And those totes and the gun rack's got to be moved. So the layout's going to be, it's going to be pretty long. Man. It's going to be like, fuck, it's going to be like, wow. Oh my God. Shit is fucked. It's probably going to be like, I would say it's called, I think, like 20 feet that way. You know, 4 foot wide. This is 4 foot 5 inches, but I was thinking on bolting this out some more, but I don't think I'm gonna now. I don't think, but this is going to be 4 foot all the way down. Maybe at somewheres I'll pop it out a little bit. But I have to be able to walk around here. It's got to make sense. It can't be cluttered bumming shit. So, my tools, I was hoping to put a fucking woodshed up or whatever. I'm going to, you know what, Slot family, I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to pop my vitamins. I'm going to take an extra niacin, and I'm going to call it a night. So, I love you, Slot family, all my heart. I love my family. The very few friends I have, that's including the Slot family. Thank you for being just nice, you know. There's nothing like being nice. But I love you all. I hope you enjoy my content. I hope you give me the thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. But most important of all, love your loved ones and your family and friends. And I'm not going to tell you who to pray to. I pray to Christ Jesus. But you pray to whoever you want to pray. There's only one creator, I think. But nobody has the right to tell anybody, well, you just got to pray to this. So I'm not like that. We'll know when we get there, right? So hopefully that's a long ways off, you know? So we'll see what happens. My daughter got mad at me, Nicole, because I said, well, Dad's probably only going to be here as long as the car payment. So, I said that when my Ram 13, I already paid that off. Then I got the Ram 21. I loved it until it shitted up on me. And those jerks didn't fix it, and they were supposed to under factory warranty. So anyways, enough bitching. Again, I love yous all. If you get a chance, tune into the Thunderbirds. I think you might enjoy it. It's made in the 60s, I believe. And they made some in the 70s. And then recently England just remastered and made some new ones. So, but anyways, from a Motor Raceway, O-scale train layout. Hopefully ATV is going to be in there again. I just bought a portable garage I didn't get up yet, and an engine hoist. So I bought a 2-ton one in case somebody needed to borrow it. What else? Well, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed it. And from Anthony Bateman, Tony Bateman, ABTB, whichever one you like. Peace out.